layered numerology, you got a tarot read, and then you got a layer of chakra. You should.
Heck yeah.
All right. Thank you.
Yes, thank you
I want to
guys.
tell you, I put in chat because we are just, me and Shelly do this together, and it's kind of our business thing, and we're starting out. So we're, but if you can go into the chat, I have my blog in there and at the YouTube, and that's where we put our videos and stuff. So you can subscribe and then watch some of the videos and then subscribe to the blog because it's in there too. I'd really appreciate it. And if you know someone, because we are going to start to go, because right now we're just building and showing, but we are going to start going, I guess, live someday.
Yeah, that's what Shelly was telling me.
Okay, and it's in the chat. So all that, if you just copy that, and if you'll subscribe to YouTube and subscribe to the blog, it'd be beautiful.
In the chat. It's not popping up. Let me see.
I can send it to you too.
Okay.
She's going to do a numerology in depth. I'm very excited. She's going to explain everything she sent to me a while ago. And she went deep. And now that I understand more about numerology, because I really didn't, I find it fascinating. And I think she did a beautiful one for Talia. That was amazing.
My gosh, that's amazing.
The number 3, I've never seen it like that. Wow.
Yeah. And the master numbers, how powerful is that?
So Talia, if you want to watch again, so you can write all these down, I will have this posted on YouTube, okay?
Oh, thank.
Yeah, so you can take it and download it and watch it. Because all cards will be up, everything, all right? Can't hear you, Jeanne.
Oh, not again. Thank you, Talia. Did you hear that? No?
Yeah, you're a little hard to hear. You're really quiet.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay, I just moved the mic closer. I'm trying to give myself room to work and talk at the same time. I need more space. I was saying thank you, Talia, for letting us do that.
Oh, yes. Thank you for doing it for me.
Sure. Tina, are you ready? Okay. Tina, you're an interesting challenge for numerology because of your birth name and your current name being so different. And also, we didn't actually know your birth date. You were given one, and we're not sure if that's accurate or not. So we did the unusual thing of pendling your birth date to see if the reading based on the pendle date would be more accurate than the birth date to which you were assigned. So the birth date that we pendled was March 30th, 1969. And the birth date that you're using that was assigned to you when you were adopted is March 7th, 1969. I'm studying with a man named Hans de Cause, and he says that your birth date is your destiny number. And if you use a changed name, that's your life path number. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. So what I came
up with. But what's interesting, my middle name is the same in my old name and my new name.
Yes. And would you say your birth name for us?
Kang Hee Sun.
Kang Hee Sun. Okay. The life path number I came up for Kang Hee Sun is a 4. So that would be your destiny number. A 4 is structure, foundation, strength, love of family, and the home. This gives a really great foundation to your changed name, your changed birthday, which gives you a life path of 8. 8 is a 8. 8 is a number of manifestation, money, things, inheritances. any kind of thing. It has to do with your career, and it has to do with accomplishment. So your pendled birth date of 4 and the life path number of 8 really work together very well. They're complementary. So the 1 gives you a really powerful foundation for the second one. Okay. Your sun number for your birth name is a 6, which is harmony, love again of home, balance, working well with other people, kind of a caretaker where you want to put other people's welfare uppermost in your mind and in your actions. Your Tina Henderson name is a 10, which reduces to a 1. The meaning of 10 is of an independent person with enormous potential. So that 0 magnifies the 1.
Oh, I didn't diminish.
Yes, the 1 is independent, likes to start things, wants to be in charge, likes to be in control all the time. They do work together. There's some cautions with the 1 in that you want to take care of your energy so that you don't go gung-ho and run out of energy and then take a long time to.
And I tend to do that. I tend to crash and burn a lot.
Yeah. So that'd be something to watch. Let's see. Your personality numbers are different for the both names. Your birth
Okay,
name,
Shelley, listen to this one, okay?
personality is an 8, which is just like your life path number, and your Tina Henderson is a 3, which is a more playful number, very creative, very talented with words and languages, and you want to, let's see, I want to use the right words here. You can excel in writing and visual and performing arts. And this would even suggest that you take up art as a hobby, which I know you have. Let's see. You have a really powerful need to express ideas and feelings and visions, and coupled with your extroverted personality, that makes for a really nice combination. Let's see, what else we got?
Wow.
Soul urge, your heart's desire, what you really want for yourself. Your birth name is a 9, which is the humanitarian number. You care about the whole world. Your Tina Henderson name, soul urge, is an 8, again shoring up your life path number, and your birth name's personality number. So that's
All
very
tied together.
strong, very strong. Then your personality, I just did your personality. Expression is the next one. Your birth name is another 8. How can it get any stronger than this? Tina Henderson expression is a master number 11. So this is something that gives you extra star power with your fulfilling your visionary ambitions. And you do have visionary ambitions. That's strengthened by the 9 and the 8. The 3 gives you the tools to pull that off. Let's see, your birthday, your current birthday is a 7, which infers that you have strong intellect, ability to research things and gather the information that and the resources you need to accomplish your goals. And your birth number is the 3, which gives you, again, the language and the resources to pull off what you want to accomplish. Both you and your birth name have a hidden passion number of 5.
Both of them?
Both of them. 5. 5 is the love of adventure and variety and trying new things and getting bored with doing the same thing over and over all the time. And your balance number for your birth name is a 2. This ties into your expression number, your master number 11, that comes down to a 2. So you would want to get input from your friends, from other people when you get stuck, when you're feeling stressed, rather than trying to muscle your way through it on your own. 2 is also the really strong number for intuition. Like, you know things that you don't know how you know them, but you know them. And you've always felt a little different, like you didn't belong. So that comes from your birth name that you were
That comes
given.
from my birth name?
Your birth name, yeah. Your balance for Tina Henderson is a 1, which means when you are feeling stressed and you need to balance out, being in control lets you feel at ease again and calms you down. So let's see. I think I've covered all the numbers there. Do you have any questions about any of those?
What do you think I identify with more? Which birthday should I use?
I think the one you have now, the expression, let's see, the life path of 8, I think that's very true of you. I also think the birth date for
The 30th?
the 30th is complementary and fits right in with it. So I don't know which is true. Like you said, showing the material to Shelley and having somebody who's more objective might give you some good information.
Yes,
So
that is
I think
fascinating.
on the birthdays, Tina, because you use March 7th, but it's coming up March 30th.
That's what we did
Pendulum.
when we did this thing, yeah.
I kind of feel like you're March 30th, and this is why, is because March 7th is a Pisces,
And I'm not a Pisces.
Mhm.
and I don't think you're a Pisces, and March 30th is an Aries, and I
And-
feel like
Identified with Aries. Always
I
claimed
agree
very
with that.
always.
She's Tina seems much more a genuine Aries than a Pisces.
yeah,
I
I'm not a Pisces.
and with all the 3s, I just kind of feel like, yeah, I get the March 30th for you would make sense.
Okay, I have all the papers she sent me. I will send them to you and see. It's fascinating because it'll change my life number. You know what I mean? So I
Mhm.
do tend to use 8 sometimes now when I pull cards.
Yeah. And you have the 8 as your heart's desire number too, which is a really important number.
That
For your birth name, it's your expression number and your personality number. So it's showing up 4 times.
I'm going to dive deep. That is fascinating.
Yeah.
And
Thank you. I think, wasn't that great?
I think the interesting thing, Tina, is when you were first going into the numerology, like how much, because of your story and your background, how much the foundation part came up. How interesting that part is for me. And the 8, every time I think of 8, I always think of infinity. And
Yeah.
I don't know, it's like I think
One
of
of my favorite
magic,
lines,
like
I have a
that's the
tattoo
magic
of it.
number.
I have a tattoo of infinity. I love
So
it.
do I right
Yeah,
here.
it's mine's on my ankle. I'm gonna look into both. I always felt like I was 2 people in one head all the time too, because you know what I mean? Because when you don't have really anything to pull from, you just kind of try to why do I act like this? Why am I like this? You know, is it from nurture, nature, and you know,
Right.
just always trying to figure it out.
Mhm.
That was so
That's
good.
Now,
This is super
the numbers
interesting,
that
though.
come from your name are, let's do it backwards. The numbers that come from your birth date are only your sun number, your birthday, and your life path. All the other numbers are from the names.
Oh,
And
Oh.
I feel like both sets of numbers of your names are true for you. Just because you changed your name doesn't mean you've gotten away from those basic qualities that you were born with.
and they kept part of my name too. They intentionally
Yes.
kept part of my name to give me
Yeah.
my middle name. So
Nice. Yeah,
I'm going to look into that. That's fascinating. Thank you.
you're welcome.
That was amazing.
That was beautiful.
Do you have any questions? Talia? I don't know if she can hear me.
Oh, sorry.
Do you have
I
a
had it on
question
mute.
what that we can do for you?
I don't think so. This is really fascinating stuff. I mean, I guess I was kind of just flailing over here, not knowing where to go next. But I mean, it
I would
all kind of
do another read on you in about a month and see where you're at.
that's exactly what I was thinking. You know, like once I like make that final decision on the career path, and I'm kind of deciding in between 2 at the moment, but I am leaning more towards one over the other. And
Pick your
um,
heart's desire.
right.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think this kind of confirmed my suspicions, more or less.
Watch the video again. You'll get so much out of it. I always go back. I'm glad. I'm so glad when she said she's going to bring a friend, I'm like, oh, because I do a series too, because we do this healing tarot. Jeanne is our numerologist, and she'll put a layer of numerology if the person requests it, you know, which I think is great, because everything just kind of builds on each other, don't you think? And seeing the different
Absolutely.
chakras, and then I don't know, I think you just get a really complete read that way.
For sure. Absolutely.
I think,
Yeah.
also tell you with Shelley's recommendations on the chakras, that's going to give you a different kind of energy than you've been working with. It's going to open up your energy field more, and it will be easier for new ideas to come in.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah, those
That
were
is
the ones
good
that
to
were
know.
blocked, right? Those were her chakras that were blocked. The
Yeah.
ones to look at.
Yeah. So with the cards that came up, I just think looking at those were the 3 ones that kept popping up. And I thought, yeah, if she just, and funny enough, those are the ones I've been working on too, Talia.
Well, I think I've had issues with my solar plexus off and on over the years. Like, well, it would have been 2019 when my husband wasn't working. My chiropractor was like, oh my gosh, like he actually like took that like vibrating tool and like pushed it there and held it for like an extended period of time so that it would like release. And like, yeah, I was just so tense in my core. It was nuts. And I just, maybe that's just where I don't know, reflexively hold all of my stress and anxiety and negativity that comes my way. And so, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, for sure.
I love that. Shelley, you're gonna have to do some chakra work with me. I do not know a lot about chakras, but I bet every single one's blocked. I bet. We need to work on
I was surprised that I knew it was the bottom 3 that she was talking about. I was pretty proud of myself.
I believe in the whole chakra thing and stuff, but I guess we all have our specialty, and chakra is her heart. She knows it in, and you know what I mean? And she knows it with that much intuition. So people, it's so good. But I'm more into the tarot part of it. So we kind of just made a team.
And the other thing
Perfect.
to keep it simple for you guys is just to do like body scanning. And to me, I think that's a little bit simpler and a good place to start is just scanning your body and seeing where you're hurting. I think that's a great place to start because that's where we're holding our stuff.
Yes.
That, like even on a physical level, like that makes a lot of sense right now.
Yeah, because I obviously hold all mine in my guts, and a lot of
Yeah.
people do, like neck, shoulder, back. We're
I'm like
as
this time.
Oh,
Yours is the
well,
jaw.
yeah, like
right
Yeah.
here, yeah.
Oh,
And in my butt, curiously enough, when I did massage therapy school about 10 years or 12 years ago, anytime one of my fellow students did a massage on me, they would complain about my tight butt.
jealous.
Oh,
Right. So you didn't have any other questions, Talia?
I don't think so. I think this was exactly what I needed. Thank you guys so much.
You're welcome. Shelley, remember the 3 nights that I got in my read?
the what?
The 3 nights, I got those 3 nights in my read.
Oh yeah, that was
Boom, boom,
amazing.
boom. I got wands, pentacles, but I looked it up. It is very significant. But do you know nights in tarot, when they come in 3 like that, all the nights in tarot, they carry like the wands. He is driven by fire, right?
Right.
All the knights have the extra fire behind it. So he has fire driving fire. That's how knights work. So air has air drive by fire. I did not know that. That's why you got to be so careful. In the most stable one is Pentacles. He'd be like the oldest brother of the knights.
Yes.
So even with the Pentacles, he is driven too with fire. So, and they have to have it. They have to have that much to go into war. But when you have those knights coming in, it's time to go. It's time to charge. But be careful because everything is driven by fire. I was like, oh shit.
Interesting. Well, I was telling Talia that the last one that we did, I had cards pop up in an order that I'd never had before, and how exciting it was.
The 3 nights.
Yeah.
Yes.
I didn't tell her what it was, but
that. It's fascinating.
yeah.
And anytime they come up like that, but I didn't, mostly I got that all nights are fueled by their own source in fires, always by fire. So you gotta be careful. And they're young already, you know, what do they call that age between 25 and 32? You'd look into it like that. Because I had a question about my business, Talia. Am I doing the right thing? And then I got these nights, boom, boom, boom. And it is charge in, which is good. But with me, I got to be careful because I don't want to burn out.
which one
Burn
was
up.
That
missing?
makes sense.
Which I do.
That's the number.
Which suit was missing, Tina?
What?
Of the knights, the 3 knights, which suit
Cups.
is missing?
Cups.
Cups. Okay, doesn't that mean that you need to add more of that quality in,
The feelings.
or the feeling?
I didn't get that in that read because I am pretty big on the feelings. I'm glad that
But I
stuff
think
didn't come in because that would have been charging
the
in my
numbers,
emotions.
the numbers that we were just talking about, didn't she say that she's got a risk of burning out?
Yes.
Then what was it? The number 10? Was it the number?
I think it
One of the
was-
numbers you
yeah,
were
it was,
talking
it
about.
was 10 and 1.
And it has a double impact because of the 0.
Right, the 0, really
And I can tell you that is it.
amplifies.
And I am a warrior sign. I'm fire.
Yeah,
I'm red.
warrior
It comes
is a
out
good
in
word.
everything in me. It comes out first. And I'm trying very hard. I wrote a nice little piece on laying down my sword. You know what I got on Facebook?
I love
Every
that.
person has an inner animal in them, and mine was a penguin holding a sword. I found it again. Working on it, guys, because I have, but it's that passion and that drive that can get me past, that got me to do things that I never thought I'd be able to do in work and so many things. But, you know, I got to control it and bring it back too. So,
Yeah, I don't think you just don't want to burn too hot.
yeah. And I got to be careful not to burn the whole place down. So.
Yeah.
Pace yourself.
Yes, pace myself. I am learning.
Mhm.
All right, girls, I think it's about time to wrap this one up. I want to thank you. Talia, talk with Shelly again. And if you would like another follow-up, because I'd like to see where you're at in a month.
Yeah, I'm kind of excited about that.
That is very exciting. You have things to look at and study now.
That would give me
Thank
time
you,
to finish the rest
Jeanne.
of your numbers too.
All right, I'm going
Those
to go ahead and
numbers are
sign
so
off.
cool too. I love that.
We can sit and talk a minute. I'm just going to stop recording. So I'm going to say thank you for coming to Tarot with Tina and Shelly. We'll see you next time.